Hi everyone! Today we'll cruise back to the 1970s and take a look at the unforgettable cars that the TV beauties from that era drove across the screen and into our hearts. In the 1970s TV show Wonder Woman, the gorgeous Linda Carter played the legendary superhero and also the character's not-so-plain alter ego, Diana Prince. Week after week, we saw Wonder Woman arrive in the nick of time to take care of the bad guys and save the day. Wonder Woman sometimes traveled around in an invisible airplane, but Diana Prince's rides were a little less exotic. Although she didn't drive the same car consistently over the course of the series, we do find her driving around in a somewhat mundane 1975 Ford LTD. When things called for a fancier ride, she pulled the 1975 Mercedes-Benz 450 SL out of her garage. Diana Prince also went for a personal luxury car that was very popular during that time, the recently downsized 1978 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. The best one though was the Fibron Boonie Buggy, driven by Diana in Season 2 of the series. Introduced as a character on the Happy Days series, Mork soon found himself with his own TV series starring Robin Williams and the beautiful Pam Dauber as the long-suffering Mindy. Each week we'd witness the antics of the alien Mork as he attempted to understand and conform to human life on Earth, with hilarious results. Mindy's vehicle is seen each week during the opening title footage with her driving around Boulder, Colorado, and Mork sitting upright, and sometimes downright in the passenger seat of her 1975 Jeep CJ5. In one episode, the Jeep ends up in an unamused Mindy's apartment and the apartment below, from a Mork practical joke gone wrong. The Mindy Mover even received the model car kit treatment from Monogram in 1978. For this one, we go to the state of Texas and enter the world of the primetime soap opera Dallas, to visit the Ewing family. Scheming and odious J.R. Ewing was always up to some unscrupulous ploy to cheat, exploit, and manipulate people out of their money. The cast included the lovely Pamela Ewing, played by Victoria Principal, as the wife of J.R.'s younger brother Bobby. Although we never see her driving a car much in the series, we do see her driving a black T-top 1977 Corvette in Season 2. Corvette, sometimes referred to as America's sports car, was the stylish and sexy Chevrolet that suited Dallas beauty Pam Ewing perfectly, and maybe even helped Chevrolet sell a few extra Corvettes during that disco decade. America's favorite female TV news producer and hat thrower entertained us for 7 seasons through the 1970s on the Mary Tyler Moore Show sitcom. She played the character of Mary Richards, who works at WJM, a local TV station in Minneapolis. As the series was shot in a studio, there's no footage of the enchanting Mary driving, except in the opening title footage before the iconic hat toss, where she's seen driving her 1970 Ford Mustang. In later opening sequences, the Mustang gets a sponge bath by Mary. During Season 3, we see Mary out car shopping for a new Mustang. Dig those 1970s colors and clothing styles. Mary never did update to the new Mustang 2 that went on sale in September of 1973, even though the series ran to 1977. Smart woman. Our favorite corny TV family in the 1970s were the Bradys, and got up to all kinds of slapstick shenanigans that were lighthearted and made for easy watching TV. We didn't see a lot of driving in the show, as it was mostly shot on a soundstage with primary footage of Mike or Carol Brady pulling cars in and out of the family's driveway. But one particular episode was very vehicle-focused and has Marcia piloting the family's 1974 Chevrolet Caprice convertible land barge around a parking lot in a driving skill contest against her brother Greg. Marcia, played by Maureen McCormick, emerges the victor and serves up Greg a heaping helping of humble pie. Once upon a time, there were 3 angels that were provided Ford Motor Company products to use in their roles as female detectives on the Charlie's Angels TV series. During their weekly missions delivered by the never-seen but only heard Charlie, the Angels go about doing their sleuthing work using the sporty and sensible Ford Transport steeds. In the inaugural season, the cars assigned to the Angels seemed to align with their personality types. Jill got the sporty Mustang II Cobra II, Kelly was assigned the classy Mustang II Ghia, and Sabrina was provided with the sensible Pinto Runabout with the Decor package. The cars were pretty lackluster in terms of performance, but probably not the main reason viewers tuned in each week. As Charlie would say,
"Good job, Angels."
Becoming a cyborg after a skydiving accident, the 1970s TV show The Bionic Woman was spun off from the $6 Million Man series, where beautiful tennis pro Jamie Summers joins Steve Austin working as an operative for the Office of Scientific Intelligence. On the show, Jamie does many bionic-enhanced things and thwarts the bad guys each week with her government-issued superpowers. The 1975 Datsun 280Z was this superhuman action woman's ride of choice to get her in and out of danger. This version of the Z car was updated for 1975 and included a larger displacement engine than that of the previous models. With superb acting provided by Lindsay Wagner as Jamie Summers, the show lasted 3 seasons, but lives on in reruns on streaming platforms. While hardly anyone remembers this short-lived series, it introduced the world to the gorgeous Lisa Hartman as Tabitha, the witch daughter of Samantha and Darren Stevens from the Bewitched TV series. The show featured Tabitha all grown up as a young woman working as a production assistant at a television station. It did not catch on with viewers though, and was cancelled after only 11 episodes were aired. During its short run, we did get to see Tabitha washing and kissing her car in the opening title sequence. It was a Volkswagen Beetle Cabriolet and a fitting whip for the fun witch vibe that the show conveyed. Next up is another series that was only a one-season wonder, that starred Teresa Graves as Christie Love, a Los Angeles police detective with formidable martial arts skills. The spirited and spunky young detective chases bad guys and puts away mobsters while undercover over the course of 23 episodes, and whose tagline was,
"You are to arrest sugar."
Her mode of transport was a Volkswagen Beetle Cabriolet in the pilot episode, and then the 1973 Mercury Capri in later episodes. The Capri was Mercury's fun-to-drive model imported from Europe, and sold very well in that era as a smaller, sporty alternative to the Ford Mustang. We once again visit the South Fork Ranch on the Dallas series for this next and last one. On the show, J.R. Ewing's young and troublemaking niece Lucy was played by the gorgeous Charlene Tilton. We got to see her cycle through romantic relationships in a few different cars over the series run. Here she is in a Fiat X19. Later in the series, she appears in a Triumph TR7 convertible. As the series progresses and Lucy matures, she has graduated to a couple of Porsche models, a 924 and finally a 944. The beauty of each roadster or GT that she drove was only enhanced with her behind the wheel. Cars played integral parts in TV shows from the 70s decade, sometimes becoming as important as the human characters. We hope you enjoyed this video, and remembering or discovering the cars and beautiful stars that shared screen time and zoomed into our memories where many hold a special place in our hearts, still to this day. Let us know in the comments below which ones were your favorites, or maybe some that we didn't cover. As always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and our sincere thanks for watching.